Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bradley 899-011. This is a mounting package for grab bars. It's a specific type of package. We'll talk about that more in a moment, what it's used for and why you would use it. Let's first take some basic dimensional properties of the item. There is a radiused corner rectangular plate that's here. I would think that that's only going to be stainless steel, most definitely. The width of the plate, well, or the height, 3 inch, 1.5 inches. Okay. The thickness of the plate, seventy thousandths. That's, if you remember this, 70 thousandths. If you remember someone holding it to their head, you're old like me. 061.061 thick, so 16 gauge is what that would be. It's also going to come with the two hex cap screws and then 2 acorn nuts. Okay, the hex cap screws will go underneath the flange, the snap cover for the flange, or however that is in your application. The acorn nuts will be on the opposite side of the partition. The length of the hex cap screw is 1.5 inches. So, you know, whatever the standard partition thickness. Don't quote me. I deal with hardware for partitions that are 3/4, 1 inch, 1.8 inches, 1.25 inches. So that bolt is 1.5 inches length. If you needed to, do something else, you can with that. It is just steel, however. Let's now talk about where you're going to use this item. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Now, you're going to use this mounting kit when you have a partition, is the bottom line. You have a lavatory stall enclosure. You're surrounded by either walls or partitions, and you need to attach grab bars to those partitions. Well, running a wood screw into that partition material, that's going to prove to be a fairly quick failure. Bolting it through the partition itself is also not a splendid idea, only because you have reduced the amount of force to a very small amount of surface area, what would be on the opposite side. Okay, this plate will allow you to substantially tighten the bolts to where it's very secure on the unit, not crushing the partition down, but also as a result of all that surface area, giving you the best way in order to accomplish the load that would be potentially applied on top of the grab bars, a few hundred pounds, in fact. Okay, that's what this is for. You have partitions, you need to attach grab bars, you might through bolt them, and this would be the kit. Let's switch to the screen view now, and let's take a closer look at the supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are indeed looking at. And we have some images posted down below, so let's take a look at those. There's our packaging, the contents. That, of course, is just a peel-away protective film. I would imagine the factory is laser cutting this material, which is why you see what you see around the edge. I don't know that, but I've seen what laser cutting looks like. Another view of it. Another view of it. And then your bolt package. And another view of it. So we've got that covered. There we go. Now, extended description information. Part for Bradley 800, Series 800 mounting kits and anchoring devices. Concealed mounting kits, price per flange. So what that means is, if you have a grab bar with 2 mounting points, you'll need 2 of those. If you have a grab bar with 4, you'll need 4, etc. There you go. That's what's included. Now, there's not much in this video in terms of substance that's of any value except just showing you what it looks like. So let's try to at least give you direction as to where you might go to source other material. There's a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Bradley products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website here, as well as a link to the product catalog. The product catalog is likely not going to have these mounting kits in them by part number, but what we can do is get into this catalog and get into the grab bar section. Page 42 apparently, so let's just get down to 42. Okay, so we are on page 42, and what they do immediately is they will teach you about how to dissect the part number. That's not probably why you're here, but it's helpful to know that when you look at a grab bar, how to build the part number, and you do so by following this how to order, probably up here if they're just straight bars. You'll be able to see how the part number changes as the type and design and style changes. You have an 001 variant. You've got an 004 variant. So, an 001 is just a straight grab bar with no mid post. An 002 is a straight grab bar with a mid post. That's probably going to be 60-inch and above, or yeah, I think that's true because it says the 001 is over 54-inch. So there you go. 72-inch bars, 60-inch bars, they're going to have a mid post. So these 3 digits here that will be tacked on at the backside of the part number over in this area here, the configuration area, is how you're going to go about determining, or I should say building a part number. When it comes to mounting kits, I see that they don't have any specifically listed here. Anchoring devices. So, let's take a step back. And that basically means looking at another resource. So, that link to the manufacturer's page that I had mentioned has a service parts list here. And indeed, it is in that document that we're going to find these other components that aren't top-level assemblies. So when we type in 899, we're going to find references to the different mounting types. So we've got an 899-010. Of course, we're looking at the 011, the 020, the 021, and this is where we build all of the different possible mounting kits, resources that you can use to get your grab bars attached. So lots of ways to do it short of receiving a grab bar when your shipment arrives and then you stare at it and say, well, how am I going to attach this to the wall? You're going to need some fasteners, and buying these kits will allow you to do that. So there is a link below, there is a link on the manufacturer's page here that is called Bradley Grab Bar Mounting Kits and Anchoring Devices. So you'll be able to review that. And of course, what we're intending is that you'll be able to determine the part number of the kit that you need. I would take that part number, copy it. I would go back to the site and then do a search for it, and voila, it'll come up. And you'll add those. And then again, the only thing that you do need to be mindful of is, how many mounting points do you have? This nasty, 3-wall monster here has 5 mounting points. So just be mindful of the configuration and the quantity that you'll require. Some of them will need it declared what the wall thickness is. There are some heavy-duty kits that will need that. And generally I see those in security applications where there are machine screws. Yeah, that's not one of them. It would be appropriate where you have the 899-015. This is nothing other than a steel plate, and it's put in during construction. It's 1/8 of an inch thick, that you are going to need to get down to. I thought that those were drilled and tapped, but apparently they are not. So you'll be hitting solid, you'll be hitting 1/8 inch steel. You'll need to be drilling and tapping for that. And then, of course, an obvious, need to be sure that you have bolts long enough would be, a panel wall. You're going to want to define that wall thickness just in case. Put the wall thickness there just so the factory has it. And then your block wall mounting kits. This is absolutely what I was thinking about. We did a project about 1.5 years ago. A client in a high security or maybe detention facility required this, and we had to know how thick the walls were because of the threaded post that was coming through the wall that plate was going to bolt down to. Okay. Anyway, feel free, put your wall thickness on your grab bars. Would certainly like to know that. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. In conclusion, this video is to just show you more about this 899-011 partition mounting kit, and then the other resources. Bradley is a Division 10 manufacturer that I am quite partial to, and it's because it's a confluence of many things. Excellent customer service. You know who you are, and thank you very much. Excellent tech support. A very high-quality product. A confluence of value. What you pay is what you get. Or said another way, you get what you pay for. And with Bradley, you definitely get what you pay for. They are not the cheapest. That's not their business. But in my estimation, overall, I would score them highest of all possible options in those certain areas that I just outlined. I think that there's another big name that doesn't do nearly as well as giving the percentage value, the batting average. They're not giving you that higher batting average where Bradley does. Anyway, if you have any questions on the 899-011 partition mounting kit or any other Bradley product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.